As per the preceding video, Cioclovina Cave Part 1, the only known location on Earth of a time reactor discharge is in Cioclovina Cave in Transylvania, a huge cave complex that includes 7 kilometers of tunnels that is known for its valuable bat guano and exotic minerals. Arriving at the Cotizo Hotel on the evening of August 8th, I chose my return visit to Cioclovina Cave to be the very next day, August 9th. The weather was not promising, and the general area had endured an unusual amount of rain for the season. The traveling conditions were horrible and barely feasible, with the car having to be stopped several times to remove rocks from a road that had a steady stream of water moving along it. Our first encounter was an artesian well, a kilometer or so before the cave, which demonstrates the extreme water pressure in the area. We eventually parked and walked to the cave itself. Based upon Dr. Anderson's comments that the exotic minerals in the cave were the result of a time reactor discharge, I chose to focus upon the colored rock formations, hoping to compare them to the 3 minerals known to be in Cioclovina Cave from part 1 of this video series, to be specific, collinsite, cronkite, and atacamite. If you see the copper, blue, and green coloration near the cave entrance, I thought it might be conceivable that the time reactor discharge might have occurred from outside the cave, possibly from a satellite or craft above the Earth. Further research on this point, however, revealed to me that the exotic minerals formed or associated with the extreme high heat associated with a time reactor discharge are most likely to have been berlinite and hydroxylelostatite. 2 other minerals found in the cave, fogite and churchite, are also associated with what has been theorized to be the high heat of spontaneous combustion of bat guano. According to Dr. Anderson, however, this is unlikely. Review of investigations of Cioclovina Cave reveal that these elements are not prevalent on the outside of the cave, but rather are found deeper within the cave's various rooms, chambers, galleries, etc. All of this suggests that if there was indeed a time reactor discharge, that it occurred deep within the network of cave tunnels, possibly designated from the area described by Radu Sinamar in the book The Secret Parchment, 5 Tibetan Initiation Techniques. This, however, is just one aspect of our August 9th journey. After examining the cave once again, and you can see some of the footage right here, we hiked to an area above the cave in order to explore and see what we could find. With a modest amount of hiking, we found 3 openings, all close to each other, 2 of which were human-sized openings. You can now participate in how we discovered these caves by watching the actual footage as we found them. On a trail, a few hundred yards above
it looks like
the cave.
It looked like that was closed off.
Yes, he just said it was closed off.
Who did?
Catalin. So here's some more of that reddish and bluish signature rock.
The red is usually iron. I don't know what the blue is.
Well,
Cobalt?
I think cobalt, yeah.
well, that would be the most common. We'll have to weigh it against some of the elements.
Now, does anybody have an explanation of why they would have sealed this cave?
Now this is walled off here.
There is a wall.
Questo.
There is a wall.
Here, excuse me, let me go first,
Okay.
because I got the camera.
There is a wall. For sure.
Here is where the cave is walled off. No question about it. The question is it walled off from the inside or the outside? What do you think? Here, look at this. Come in and look at this and tell me if this has been sealed from the inside or the outside.
It was inside.
That's what it looks like. It looks like it's from the inside. There's another opening to the inner earth. Is the sun coming through?
Cătălina are una și-a uitat la mașină, nu ne-a zis. Asta e.
Here again, the big Cioclovina Cave is down this way. You can hear. You go to night vision.
Okay, all right. There's huge bear shit here. What? There's huge bear shit.
Oh, bear?
Yeah.
This long cave is reported to be human-made, dug out during Ceausescu's regime in order to mine valuable bat guano for use in explosive ammunition. At the end of the cave is a steel door that is locked from the inside. Other entrances we sought and were unable to locate are reported to have been similarly closed up, and not for reasons of safety, but rather to prevent the bat guano from being taken. This objective account of our investigation to Cioclovina Cave was only part of a larger, more subjective spiritual adventure that involved several other people. At the same time, tensions were brewing in and around this very politically hot area in Romania. While American NATO troops were witnessed at Sărmășegetuza, the president of Turkey was consolidating an alliance with Vladimir Putin of Russia, which would betray Turkey's membership in NATO. If Turkey withdraws from NATO as suggested, Romania would be surrounded entirely by either hostile or non-aligned nations, its only dependable ally being America. You can learn more about the esoteric political concerns of this area in Radu Cinemar's book, The Secret Parchment, 5 Tibetan Initiation Techniques, as well as the rest of the books in the Transylvania series. There is also a new video series entitled The Psychology of Space-Time and 2 new books in progress, which will be integrating the subjects explored herein. They're accessible via our paid subscriber site, and you can learn more about this and related subjects at the Time Travel Education Center. Thank you for watching.
Turn around, I'm showing you this side.